Welcome to Hatha Yoga for Flexibility. Hi, I'm Leslie. Begin sitting comfortably and close your eyes. Bring your attention inward. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, relax and then slowly make your way onto your back. Take your feet on the floor, hip socket distance apart. And instead of having the heels under the knees, we'll walk them forward about a foot's distance. And so your knees will be at about a 90-degree angle, if that makes sense to you. But make sure that your knees point straight up to the sky, that they're not drawing in toward one another or drawing away from one another, but that they are parallel with your hip sockets. Breathe here. Relax any tension around your neck, your jaw. This is called a constructive rest position. It focuses on allowing the psoas muscles or hip flexors to ungrip and release. And if you were to practice this position 10 minutes a day for 30 days in a row, you would definitely see and feel the increase in mobility there. Just an idea. The psoas muscles or hip flexors, they get tight from sitting and they're a little tricky to open up. Instead of trying to stretch them out, they really enjoy just softening and ungripping. So it takes a little bit of time, but not tons of effort, which is nice. As you take your next exhale, hug your knees into your chest and rock a little side to side. Take your left foot to the floor with the knee bent. Extend your right leg up toward the sky. And the left leg can extend out straight onto the floor if you wish. Hold your right leg anywhere you like. Or if you have a yoga strap, you could put that around the ball of your right foot and hold the strap. Now, draw your right leg in towards your belly a little bit more and then away from you. So inhale, draw it in, exhale, away. Inhale, come a little deeper, exhale, and hold it. So hold the leg anywhere you like. You don't have to go in as deeply as I am today. Body's different on different days, so just listen to yours. Take your left hand to the top of your left hip. As you exhale, the right leg can be bent or straight, taking the leg out to the right, but keep your left hip grounded down. And make sure that you go as deeply as you can comfortably. And then come out of the pose a little, then exhale, go in a bit deeper. Inhale, release it. Exhale, maybe a little bit deeper, little by little. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, draw it in further. And then hold. And hold in a place where you feel a stretch, but it's not so overwhelming that you can't breathe. That doesn't do your body any good. And besides, it doesn't matter how deep you get into a stretch. That's not what yoga is about. It is about connecting with yourself better. And having mobility in your body is just good for your health. So take another breath here and bring your head to center. Inhale the leg to center. And then use your left hand to guide it across for a twist. Your right leg can be bent or straight. Either way is great. If you have a wall like I do, you might need to scoot away a little bit. And looking over the right shoulder. And then again, take the leg out of the stretch a little bit on your inhale. And then exhale, draw it in a little bit deeper. And just play with that a bit. Keeping the right hip drawing forward. And once again, take the leg out of the stretch a little. Exhale, bring it back in. And then hold it in a place again where you feel a stretch, but it's not so intense that you can't be comfortable and breathe. It is important because if you feel uncomfortable, your body will tense up, and then the flexibility won't come. Inhale the leg to center. As you exhale, hold it with both hands. Lift your head and shoulders off the mat, drawing the thigh toward the belly. And if your head gets uncomfortable, hold your head with one of your hands. Draw your belly in gently and then let it go. Bending your right leg and then straighten your right leg out next to the left and just notice the difference. Just taking your attention to the legs and feeling it. Bend the right leg, draw the left knee in towards your belly, and then inhale your left leg toward the sky. The right leg can stay bent, foot on the floor, or you can extend the right leg straight. Hold the left leg anywhere along the leg. Use a strap if you like, and draw your left hip forward so hips are level. So inhale, draw the leg in a little more deeper, and then exhale, release it. Actually take a breath in as you release, and then exhale, draw it in a little bit deeper. And now find a place where you can hold it. You feel a stretch, but you don't feel like you could cry. You don't want it to be that intense. With flexibility, patience is key. Also make sure that as you're stretching your muscles, that they're also engaging. Bring your right hand on top of your right hip and start to take your left leg out to the left. The knee can be bent or straight, but keep your right hip grounded down for stability. And inhale, come out of the stretch a bit. Exhale, go in again, maybe a little deeper. Inhale, release it. Exhale, come back in. Release it one more time, and then as you exhale, bring it in as deeply as you can comfortably hold it while breathing steadily. Look over your right shoulder and relax. Relax your neck, relax your jaw, and breathe. Now as you take your next breath in, bring the head to center, extend the leg back up toward the sky, bend the knee, use your right hand to guide it across and twist. Knee can be bent or straight. Draw your left hip forward, so hips are level, and then come out of the stretch a little bit. Exhale, come back in a little deeper if you can. Inhale, release it. Exhale, bring it into the stretch. Once more, inhale, release. Exhale, bring it into the stretch of your choice as far as how deep you go, and stay. Turn your belly up toward the sky, looking over your left shoulder. And remember, as you're here, inhale, come back to center. Exhale, lift the head and shoulders, thigh toward belly. If your neck gets uncomfortable, hold your head with one of your hands. So I'm going to say, remember, just be an observer of your practice and never a critic. Release. Bend both knees and draw them into your chest. And inhale. Bend both knees, take them wide, knees toward armpits for happy baby. You can hold on to the little toe sides of your feet or hold on to your legs or the backs of your thighs. As you're here in happy baby, lengthen your sitting bones toward the earth and breathe into your hips. So allow freedom, movement, allow those hips to start to release. Keep the right leg as it is. Release the left leg. You can put the foot on the floor with knee bends or extend it out. If you extend the left leg out, it's a bit more intense. So just notice what works best in your body today. Relax through the shoulders, especially that right shoulder that's holding onto the right leg. And keep your breath steady. Now bending the left leg, foot on the floor, take your right ankle just above it, drawing the legs in toward the chest for figure 4. Use your right hand to draw your right hip gently forward so your hips are level. As you exhale, you can try drawing the legs in a little bit closer to your chest, but just see what works for you. Alternately, you can keep that left foot on the floor the entire time. If you want to go in a bit deeper, cross your right knee on top of the left, knee on top of knee, and then hold on to your feet or your ankles and draw the thighs in toward your belly. That'll definitely increase the sensation in the hips. So see how it feels and see how it works for you. There are times where I can hold poses a long time and then not so much. Release that, come back to happy baby. Remember, you can hold the legs anywhere that's comfortable for you or hold the little toe sides of the feet. Lengthen the sitting bones toward the earth, drawing knees toward armpits. Keep the left leg as is. Release the right leg. You can have the knee bent with the right foot on the floor or straighten it out, pointing your toes to the sky. Breathing here. Releasing tension. Just do your best to keep your focus on your body and the sensations that you're experiencing, along with keeping your breath steady. Now bend the right leg, right foot on the floor. Take the left ankle just above the knee. You can always keep your feet on the floor, your right foot on the floor, or draw the legs in. Holding anywhere along the leg, you can hold the shin or behind the thigh. And again, the closer you pull your legs in towards your chest, the bigger stretch you'll feel. And you don't always need to go for the biggest stretch. It's really best to practice at about 80% of your capacity. Stay with your figure 4 or take your left knee on top of the right. If you'd like to go deeper, holding the feet or the ankles. And same thing, the more you draw the legs in toward the belly, the deeper stretch you'll feel. So explore. Exploring to see what works in your body on this particular day, in this particular moment. Release that and draw the knees into the chest. Roll to your right side. Use your left hand to press yourself up. And then crossing at your shins, roll forward. And line up your wrists under shoulders, knees under hips as you bring your chest forward. Look up, lift your tailbone, inhale. On your exhale, press away from the earth, round the back, pull the ribs and belly in. And again, inhale, widen through the collarbones, lift your chin and tailbone up. Exhale, tucking the tail, chin toward chest, pull the ribs and belly in and up. Inhale, bring your heart forward through the gates of the arms, look up gently. And exhale, begin to round your back and press away from the earth. Then walk your hands forward as you take your hips back toward your heels. They may or may not touch your heels. Doesn't matter. Do what's best for you. Take a breath in and exhale. Walk your hands to the right and shift your hips over to the left so you get a nice stretch in the left side. If you want a deeper stretch, place your left hand on top of your right. Just slowly inching those hands over to the right to increase it. Or decrease it by taking the hands back towards center. Breathe and explore. Inhale through center. Exhale, walk the hands to the left. Take your hips gently to the right. Noticing that stretch in the whole right side. If you want to increase it, take the right hand on top of the left. Option to inch those hands over to the left some more. And option to take them back towards center for less sensation in the stretch. Inhale, make your way to center. And then sweep your hands to your low back and hook your thumbs or interlace the fingers. Roll your shoulder heads away from the earth. Inhale and lift your arms up toward the sky any amount. Soften your elbow joints instead of letting them lock. And your head can be on the floor or not. And again, your hips might not touch the heels. Releasing the hands and stretch them forward for a moment. Take your palms together with your thumbs up and then place your palms towards your upper back. And perhaps inch your elbows a little bit forward. And just notice how that feels in your upper arms. And releasing the hands, sweep them once again to the low back, hook the other thumb or other pinky on top, roll your shoulder heads away from the floor, and then inhale, begin to lift the arms any amount. Soften through the elbows. We want to focus this stretch in the shoulders. We don't want to overstretch any joints. Release, reach the arms forward, spread your fingers, come up onto your hands and knees. Turn your inner elbows gently forward as you tuck the toes for down dog with your knees bent. Now press the weight up toward the hips. Then walk your feet as wide as your mat and walk your hands as wide as your mat. You can grab the sides of the mat if you like. Bend the knees and start to stretch back. And then maybe begin to straighten the knees, one at a time or both. As you stretch back, keep lengthening up through the hips and then pressing the weight down the backs of the legs to the heels, making sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel. And breathe. With the arms and legs wide, you can get into the hamstrings and the shoulders a little bit more. Walk your feet and hips width, arms, shoulders distance, and come to plank. Knees can be up or down. Pull your belly in and up. Lift your pelvic floor to support you. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Then come onto your forearms, elbows right under shoulders. Let your shoulders come up by your ears and then pull them back and draw them down. Pull your elbows back toward your heels to widen your collarbones and chest. Lift your belly and lengthen through your low back to protect your back. And then release and rest. Let your body be completely heavy now. Slide your hands by your low ribs. Inhale, pull back and lift for cobra. And then if you can, lift your hands off the mat. See if you can stay up as high as you were using your back muscles. Pull your belly in, lengthen your low back, return your hands to the mat, and stay or inhale for a high cobra. So really be careful with your back by lifting your belly, lengthening your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees, and lifting inner thighs toward the sky. Release back down. Take a deep breath here, and then inhale to upward dog, or you can stay with low cobra. Press onto the tops of the feet, thighs and knees up. Exhale, stretch into down dog. Arms are shoulders distance apart and feet are hips width. And then inhale, lift your right leg back and up from the inner thigh with level hips. Stretch as much as you can comfortably, and now bend your knee, open up your hip. Press evenly back through the arms. Exhale, step your right foot up by your right hand. Take your left knee to the earth and pat up the left knee if it needs any patting. Pull your right hip back, fingertips on the earth or on blocks if you have them. And inhale, start to straighten the front leg. folding over the straight front leg as straight as it can go. Take a breath in, exhale, bend the right knee over the ankle again, pull the right hip back, lift your chest. Now walk your fingertips back a little bit so that your shoulders are above your hips and lift your chest. Bring your hands closer to the foot, straighten the front leg again and fold forward, half Hanumanasana, half split. Breathe here. Take a breath in, exhale, bend the knee over the ankle again, starting to walk your fingertips back once again, or you can have your hands on your hips. Now see if you can widen your collarbones a little bit more, pressing your shoulder blades toward the chest and gently looking up. Interlace your fingers behind your back or hook your thumbs, sliding your hands down your back leg. If that's too much, just keep your hands at your hips. Bring your hands on either side of the foot again. One more time, straighten the leg, half split. Keep the muscles firm in your right leg, especially as you're stretching. And step back into plank pose. Knees can be up or down, shift forward, slowly lower all the way to your belly. Forearms down again, and draw the shoulders up, back, and away from your ears gently. And then option to begin to straighten the elbows any amounts, lifting into a higher, I forgot the name of the pose. Lower down release. Okay, good, that's over. Sphinx pose, that's what it is. Then inhale for upward dog or cobra. Take a full breath in, and then exhale, return to downward dog. Arms, shoulders distance, feet hips width. Draw your ribs and belly in and up. As you inhale, float your left leg back and up. Keep your hips level, but stretch it up as much as you comfortably can. And then you can start to open up that hip and bend the knee, stretching through the inner thighs, outer hips a little more. Exhale, step the left foot up by the hand. Right knee down, pull your left hip back and pat up your right knee if it feels uncomfortable. Hands on either side of your right foot, fingertips on the earth or on a block. And then inhale, straighten the leg and fold forward, exhale. Pull the toes back to firm the leg muscles and draw the left hip gently back so that your hips are level. Breathe here. Take a breath in and then exhale. Bend the left knee over the ankle again. Walk your fingertips back a bit so that your shoulders are more in line with your hips, but pull your belly in and up and firm through your belly muscles a little bit more. Take your fingertips back to the earth, straighten the leg, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold, hinging from your hip creases. Pull the left toes back to firm the leg muscles. Stretch out your spine and your hamstrings. Inhale, and as you exhale, bend the knee over the ankle one more time. Reaching fingertips toward the earth, shoulders above hips, pull your belly in a lot. Option to interlace fingers, other pinky on top, keeping a little bend in the elbows, but lifting the chest toward the sky. Keep your belly pulled in and lengthen sitting bones toward the earth. Release and straighten the leg one more time. Exhale, half split, or maybe go in a little deeper if you'd like. Never matters how deep you get in. Then rebend the knee and step yourself back to plank. Knees can be up or down. Exhale, slow chaturanga, then all the way down once again. Take your arms alongside your body. As you inhale, roll the shoulders away from the earth and lift your legs. Pull your belly away from the floor. Press your pubic bone gently down. You can stay there or bend the knees, reaching for the little toe sides of the feet for Dhanurasana. Lift the feet up toward the earth or up toward the sky and then press them back. I'm having some communication trouble today, obviously. Release hands by low ribs. As you inhale, up dog or cobra. And as you exhale, down dog again. Stretching back, keep the knees bent for a moment so you can lengthen the spine and then start to reach your heels toward the earth. Just breathe and relax. Bend the knees and walk your feet all the way up to the hands. As you inhale, bring your hands to hips. And then as you exhale, bring your fingertips back to the earth or take them behind your calves. So lengthen as you inhale. Exhale, use a little arm strength if your hands are on your calves to go deeper. Inhale, bring your torso away. Exhale, fold in again, maybe a little deeper. Keep the crown of the head reaching for the floor. Firm outer hips in. If the legs are straight, shift the weight toward the balls of the feet so hips are above heels. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips on the earth if you can manage. And then right arm up as you keep your left fingertips down on the floor or on a block. You can keep the left knee bent or straighten it out. Take your right hand behind you to your low back or around to the thigh. Look back down, both fingertips on the earth. Inhale. Turning towards your left, bend the right knee, stretch your left arm to the sky. If possible, you'll straighten both legs, never forcing, and then left hand can also come behind the low back or hooking on the thigh. Pull the right hip back so your hips stay level. Release, hands to shins, look up, inhale, and then fold, exhale. Notice how as you do these stretches more than once, bring hands to hips, come up, you get a little more movement each time. Step your feet out nice and wide, turn your right leg all the way out, back toes in, line up your front heel with your back arch, and then exhale, bend your right knee over the ankle, warrior two. Make sure your knee is right over your middle toes. Bring your hands behind you, hook your thumbs or interlace fingers, inhale, look up. As you exhale, come down with your right shoulder toward the right knee. Keep pressing through the outer edge of your back foot and soften those elbows as you allow the crown of your head to be heavy. Let it sink down toward the earth. Inhale and make your way back up. Keep your clasp and now hinge from your hip crease, both legs straight, and lean over your front leg. Press down into the base of the big toe of the right foot, and then releasing your right hand down toward the earth or let it rest on your leg. Stretch your left arm up. Reach the crown of your head forward and turn your chin to look up, or you don't have to. Look down at your feet, come on up. Now we'll do the other leg. Turn the left leg all the way out, back toes in, bend the knee over the ankle, making sure the left knee is above the middle toes. Bring your hands behind you, interlace fingers with the other pinky on top or hook the other thumb on top. Exhale, bowing forward. The crown of the head lengthens toward the earth. Keep some softness in your elbow joints. Firm your back leg, press to the outer edge of the back foot, but draw the outer ankle in and up. Lift your belly. Inhale, come on up with a nice long spine. Keep your interlace as you straighten your left leg. Hinge from your front hip crease and lengthen out. Try and keep rolling your top shoulder back so that your torso is hovering above your thigh. Press into the big toe mound of the left foot. And then releasing your left hand down, stretch your right arm up. Left hand can be on the leg or on a block or on the earth. Look up only if it's okay on your neck. You can always look forward or down. Inhale all the way back up to center. And with your hands on your hips, toes pointed in toward each other a little bit. Inhale, look up. Exhale, start to fold and slide your hands down your legs. Lengthen as you inhale. Keep the spine long. Slide your hands down any amount. You can also keep your hands on the floor. Another option is to hold on to the heels of your feet. But use a little bit of arm strength to help lengthen your crown of the head toward the earth. Firm outer hips and inner thighs. Inhale halfway up. Now point your toes out. Drop your butt down, fingertips on the floor, and then move hands to thighs. Use your hands to lengthen your sitting bones toward the earth, and use your hands on your legs to press your knees back. Then interlace your fingers and inhale. Stretch the arms up. Arms by ears, or arms can be in front of the ears. Keep dropping your sitting bones down as you draw your belly in and tilt your hip points up toward the low ribs. Release your hands. Start to straighten the legs and just fold forward any amount. Then fingertips back to the earth as you drop your butt down like a frog pose. Then take your hands to your knees, drawing them back. Take your hands to the tops of your hips, drawing your sitting bones toward the earth. Now pause here a moment. Take your hands in front. Do the other pinky interlace. Inhale, take the arms up. Draw your front ribs in. Gently look up if that's okay on your neck, but soften on either side of your neck. Keep dropping your sitting bones down, and then slowly begin to straighten your legs. Release your arms to shoulder height. Inhale, step or hop your feet together. Exhale, turn to the front of your mats. We'll take the feet hip socket distance apart. Keep your right foot in front and left foot back, heel to heel or wider. Left arm up, bend the elbow and spin your left tricep in. Then take your right hand behind your back to clasp, or keep your right hand on top of your left elbow. Inhale, look up. As you exhale, hinge from the hips to come forward. Gently draw your right hip back and roll your right shoulder head away from the earth. Keep your left elbow pointed in line with your ear if you can. Begin squeezing your outer hips and inner thighs towards center. Firm your leg muscles without locking the knees. Take your left hand down to the earth or a block. Keep your right hand at your low back. The left hand can also be on the shin or on the little toe side. Turn, stretching right arm up, twisted triangle. Now keep your hips level, so pull the right hip back. As you inhale, create length through your spine. As you exhale, turn a little deeper. Release both hands to the earth. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and go in a little bit deeper, possibly turning fingertips toward the back of the mat and using a little arm strength to draw your belly towards your thigh. Keep your hips level and breathe. Now bend the front knee a little bit. Walk your hands forward, wrists under shoulders, lifting the left leg up from the inner thigh. If possible, hold on to your right calf with your right hand, using arm strength to draw your belly towards your thigh. Releasing the leg. Bring hands to hips. Inhale all the way up. Take your feet hip socket distance apart and step your right foot back, left foot in front. Square up hips and shoulders to the front. Lift your right arm up. Bend the elbow. Turn the right tricep in toward your face. Take your left hand on top of the elbow or bring it behind you and clasp hands or hold your shirt. Look up, lengthen, inhale. Hinge forward from the hip creases as you exhale. Firm into the big toe mound of your left foot, pressing calf to shin and drawing your left hip back to make sure your hips are level. Imagine you're holding a yoga block between the inner thighs. Lift your belly muscles, lift your pelvic floor muscles to help with stabilization. Release your right hand to the earth or a block. Make sure your feet are heel to heel or wider. Keep pulling that left hip back as you take your right hand to the inside, to the shin or the outside of the left foot. Stretching right arm up, Pavrita Trikonasana. Remember, twist from above your waist. Keep your hips level. Relax around your neck. Release that. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, walking the hands back or just going in a little bit deeper, whatever is working for your body today. Continue to firm outer hips and inner thighs like you're still holding that block, and breathe. Relax your jaw and relax around your neck. Inhale, look up, bend your left leg a little so you can float the right leg up. Lift it from your inner thigh. Instead of letting your hip open, keep your hips level. And then option to hold on to the left calf and using some arm strength to draw your thigh in towards your belly and belly toward thigh. Lengthen crown of head down. Release both feet to the earth. Inhale, hands to shins, lengthen. And exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step to plank, and take your knees to the earth. Keep your hips right above your knees as you walk your arms forward. Point your thumbs up to the sky. So pull your belly in to protect your low back, and then you could possibly inch your hands forward little by little. If you touch the floor with your head, you could touch with your chin or your forehead. And breathe here. It's a great shoulder and upper back opener. Now take your forearms onto the earth and lower your body down. Bring your arms out to a T at shoulder height, palms flat. This one's great for the shoulders. Roll onto your left hip and then lift your right leg up. Bend the knee, take your right foot flat onto the earth. Bring your right hand behind your back, find your left arm, slide it down, and see if you can interlace your fingers or hook thumbs back there. Then option to also bend the left leg. That's an option. And then look up and exhale down. So just turn your chin up, look down, and then turn your chin back up. And if it's okay to stay with your chin up, then do that. If it's too much, then turn your chin sideways or toward the earth. Make sure the outer edges of your feet are parallel, just like bridge pose. And soften your elbow joints. Release. We're going to make our way back onto the belly with your arms out at shoulder height, palms flat. Roll onto your right side. Then take your right foot onto the earth behind you, so heel is underneath. Take your left hand back there, slide it down your right hand and see if you can clasp or hook thumbs. Option to take the left foot flat as well. Then look down with your chin and inhale, look up. Do that a couple of times and then notice where the best place for your gaze to be. If chin up is good with your neck, then do that. Otherwise, look to the side or look down. Soften your elbow joints as you breathe here. So instead of forcing and pressing into the stretch, relax into it. Release that, come back to your belly. Hands by low ribs, elbows up. As you inhale, come into upward facing dog or cobra. And as you exhale, make your way to down dog. Stretch back. Inhale onto the balls of the feet. Exhale, step or hop and sit. And take the soles of feet together, knees apart. You can turn to the long side of the mat if you'd like. I like to do that because we're going to do Upavista Konasana, legs wide, so I like my feet on the mat. You can sit up with your hands behind you and stay, or hinge from the hip creases and come forward with a long spine, hinging at the hip creases. So instead of rounding through the back, try to keep your back as flat as you can. Also, option to put something right under your thighs if you have any discomfort in the knees. And then just move your head side to side. Inhale, make your way up. Taking the legs wide, Upavista Konasana. Bring your hands behind you, sit up nice and tall. Point your toes and knees up toward the sky. Bring your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Turn your belly up toward the ceiling. Not literally, but in that direction. Keep your left arm up or take it across. So keep bringing your bottom ribs forward and spinning your top ribs back here. And then soften around your neck. Legs are firm, but unlock those knee joints. Breathe. Inhale, make your way back to center. And then take your left hand to the inside of the left leg, right arm straight up. And then keep it like that, or reaching for your foot with both arms. Bring your bottom ribs forward and spin your top ribs up toward the sky. Let your head go. Or if it's comfortable, you can reach the crown of the head toward the hands and turn your chin up. Find some length through the side body here. Keep your leg muscles firm without locking the knees. Flex your ankles. As you inhale, make your way to center. You can keep your hands behind you and sit up nice and tall, or bring your hands in front of you, hinging at your hip creases with a long spine coming forward. Or another option is to hold your ankles or maybe your toes and coming forward any amount. So if you hold on to the legs, you can actually use a little bit of your arm strength to help draw you in deeper. However, do that mindfully and slowly because slow is real. Other option, extend the arms in line with the ears. Slowly walk yourself up, inhale. Take your legs together and turn back to face the front of the mat if you went sideways. Roll onto your back carefully, hug your knees into your chest. Take your feet as wide as the mat and drop both knees over to the over to the left, looking right. You can pick up your left foot and place it just above the right knee to go a little deeper if you like. Turn your belly toward the sky. Deep breaths. Inhale, center. Keep your feet as wide as the mat. Exhale, drop the knees over to your right, looking left. Option to pick up your right foot, take it just above the left knee. And breathe, deep breaths. Notice how your body is feeling now as compared to how it felt 42 minutes ago when we started. Come back to center. Keep your knees bent a moment to lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees and draw your shoulder blades away from your ears. Get comfortable. Let your feet just flop out or draw in, whatever's best. Let your body be heavy and just breathe naturally. Our quote today is from TKV Desikachar. The success of yoga does not lie in the ability to perform postures, but in how it positively changes the way we live our lives and positively changes our relationships. Yoga is an inside job. Quiet mind and quiet body. Shavasana. Just rest. All right, where you are, begin to deepen your breath. Start to move your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. Take an inhale for a nice long stretch, arms reaching overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, roll to your right side. Pause here a moment to thank yourself for showing up and taking your practice Creating this flexibility in your body will keep your body feeling so much better. Make your way up to seated. Bring your hands together. Hands to your forehead, reminding you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart center, reminding you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to your mouth to remind you to have clear and loving communication. Sending out all of this positive, flexible energy to all beings everywhere. Namaste. When you have a strong core, it will help you throughout your yoga practice. And I've created a special class just for you. There's a link in the description below. It's pinned at the top of the comments. If you enjoyed this Hatha yoga class, you will love this one. And I really think you're going to like this one as well.